Well,
Good day. How are you? My name's Ian,
I'm Lauren.
and we are Bars and Bells. And you are you. Thank you for joining us here this morning as we restore and recharge with exercise. That's kind of a dirty word sometimes. Let's call it movement. Whatever you call it, stay safe, stay strong, and let's start with those movement basics.
I'm recharging.
The recharging robot here, that might be what you're up to. If you're herky and jerky like that, let's try to smooth things out. And first, let's just start with our breath. With loose-ish abs, clearly they're working if you're standing up, even if you're sitting, and if you're laying down. Put a hand on the belly and a hand on the chest. Take a slow 4-second inhale to the belly and feel it rise or pull away from the spine. On the exhale, pull that belly button in. Repeat one more. Breath into the belly, 4 seconds in through the nose, filling full, and then exhale. Breathe into the chest, 4 seconds in. The bottom hand stays calm, that top hand moves, and exhale. Repeat. Breath in to the chest, 360 degrees around the rib cage, and exhale. Relax for a second and just wiggle that out. Now, I'm going to lightly punch Lauren in the abs.
Go ahead.
Right there, that was light on my behalf and super heavy on Lauren's. Right now with those abs, a light set. Could you just brace them a little bit that they could feel a little bit of that tension? Now, underneath that shield of your abdominals, take 1 4-second breath into the belly. And exhale. Keep that light brace. Repeat one last time in the chest. Breath in. And exhale. We'll come back to the breath in just a little bit. Let's move on to the feet. Silly walk number 1, Lauren. Hit it up.
Silly walk number 1. Well, let's say a nice good morning to our feet as we just feel the floor underneath us. With a light step, heel strike, feel that heel touch and push into the floor a little bit. Roll through the foot so your arch is working, but then the balls of your feet touch. And then the toes come down and start transferring weight off your back foot by bending through the toes, pointing and flicking away. Leg comes through for right now, that heel strike, press it into the floor, wake it up. Roll through the foot. As you're rolling through the front of the front foot, you're also rolling through that back foot, flick. And repeat that just for 2 more. Heel, feel that pressure. Roll through the foot, balls of the feet landing at the same time, toes down, bend, flick. Last one, heel strike. Roll through the feet, flick. Shake those out. Take a second. We'll come back to that.
Right on. Now, quickly from the tips of those toes to the top of your head. I'll come up a little bit closer in a position comfortable for you, nice and tall. Butt cheek squeezed, rib cage onto those hips, chin lined up with the sternum. Pull the crown of the head high and slowly rotate to the left or right, but here I am to the left. Rotate to center and travel through center, rotating maybe 90 degrees the other way. And then to center. Adding on, first rotate, original shoulder, and then slowly look towards the ceiling. Trace the ceiling towards center where your nose and sternum line up with your belly button, and then pull the crown of the head high, flexing the neck. Next, rotate to the right, looking at the wall or out the window towards the ceiling. Transition your gaze towards straight up overhead, and then pull the crown high to reset in the middle. Switching the direction, the extension or the looking up action first. Looking up at the ceiling, then looking towards the window or the wall, and the chin may connect towards that clavicle or collarbone and roll back to center. Next, lift up, extension of the neck, and then that rotation to the window wall, looking down the wall towards the baseboards, connecting the chin to the clavicle, center, and reset in the middle. Back to Lauren, little silly walk on those feet.
Excellent. We've put some weight into those heels. Now let's press some weight into those toes. Grow up to find that two-legged balance. And now just walking around your room or on a spot, try to find a nice straight-legged walk on the balls of your feet and your toes. As you're there, check in. Can you feel your pinkies, toes on the floor? Can you feel your ring, your middle, your big toe? And then stay stationary and with knees straight and your butt squeezed, slowly press your heels to the floor and land. Great, we'll come back to that first walk adding on. Heel strike, roll through. Let's roll up to both toes. Find a balance up here. Hold, 3, 2, lower through that front foot, the back knee will bend. Flick the floor away. Heel strike, roll through up to both. Think about what that transfer would be like to that front foot. For now, keep the back foot down, bending the back knee, flicking through. Either stay with that or add on as we roll up to both toes. This time, if you'd like an added bonus, transfer your weight 100% into your front foot and hold for 3, 2, bring that back leg through. Nice controlled lower. One more time, up onto 2 toes. Transfer weight to your front foot, taking load off the back. Find a balance. Bring that back leg through. And soft landing to both. Shake that out.
Shaking out.
Nice. Coming back to that in a second. After
Nice.
the blades.
Just one more time on the head neck.
Our head neck.
Just that. You're right. You're right. The shoulder blades. You're right in the shoulder blades. We'll start with those arms in our low position. Flex the elbows. Talk to the shoulder blades. Work the shoulder blades, but keep the elbows soft for now. Elevate the scapula or shoulder blades. Keep them up, but pull down. Ugh, what does that mean? Share that load is what it means, and then reset to low. Then reach low, depressing the scapula, keep them low, and then elevate or shrug up. Hopefully we can feel that we're taking that slack tension away, creating rigidity through the movement and support. Relax. Protract the shoulders, rounding forward. We're going to let that rounding shape win, but retract or squeeze the shoulder blades together to help. Relax. Then retract or pinch that pencil between the shoulder blades. Keep gripping the pencil and then try to protract that shoulder, driving from underneath that armpit. Relax. Shake out the arms. Let's repeat the same thing with the arms towards your safe overhead. Standing tall, arms towards your overhead position. At this place, let's elevate the shoulders or shrug. Keep them up, but try to pull them down. Feel that activation and groundedness happening through the lat armpit. Relax. Protract forward, let that action win, and then try to retract or squeeze that pencil between, and then reset. Now pull them down, let the down action win, but elevate or at least attempt to elevate those shoulders. Relax. Lastly, we'll retract the shoulder blades and think of that protraction action, scapula wrapping around to the front, but there's support from the back, monitoring that range. Relax and reset those arms. Add a wiggle. One more silly walk for today.
All right, this one's challenging, so you might want a balance aid or a countertop nearby. We're going to put that all together. Heel strike, roll through that single leg, find a balance with a single leg strength. Stay. That knee will slightly bend, heel strike on the front foot. Heel, roll through to the toe ball, hold, heel strike. Roll through, really take your time articulating through that foot. And with control, finding that balance. The faster you go, the easier. That means you're cheating. So slow down. I'm being nice about that. Take your time, last 2 or so steps. Think it's not just your foot working, but that whole leg, the kneecaps pulling up, the glute is squeezing, your abs are braced. Find that stability throughout, and then relax. Practice that anytime.
You got it.
Anywhere, not the shower.
The arms next. In a stance comfortable for you, narrow or wide, palms forward, extend those elbows. Slowly, bring them up as if to do a biceps curl. Very low tension at this place. Now, as if pressing against a brick wall,
Are you
push.
saying you're a brick wall?
I'm a brick house, more than a wall.
Press.
We're gonna extend those elbows, aiming to keep tension on those biceps on the front, acting as a little bit of a brake, and then that power coming from those triceps on the backs of the elbows. Shake it out. Switch your palms to turn to the back, so that pronated grip at the wrists. Then, easy curl up to this W-esque shape here. And now, press against that imaginary wall first, get tension on the biceps and triceps, and then press through concrete, heavy water, concrete, viscous fluid, you name it, but press down, creating tension through the arms. And shake. And then parallel grip or neutral grip here as we easy style biceps curl up. Activate those biceps with that nice cramp. And then power through safely. If you feel your tennis elbow, if you feel your golfer's elbow, we need to slow down, ease off, but create that nice tension to help support the elbow. And then shake that out. Continuing from those arms and elbows, let's get down to the floor, do a quick wrist warm up, and then that articulation, nice, through that T-spine rib cage. Come on down, no rules, anyhow you want. Fold like Lauren, toe squat like me, and let's get on to those hands. So really quickly here, it'll be the fingertips down first, then the first knuckles, and then the whole hand, including the heel or the palm. From here, we're looking at the hands, nice chin tuck, nice long spine, and our first knuckle push up. Press to that callus line of the hands, keeping the elbows straight. Slowly return to the floor, just like Lauren's balances with the feet before. Control that up, pressing down to go up or away from the ground or floor, and then control gravity by pressing down, controlling the descent. Last one or two. If this is very challenging for you, we could do that one at a time or against a wall or an elevated surface. Last repetition, the more gravity is influencing down on the load here, the harder that would be. Modify as you need. Press away, and Lauren, take us into that front lunge.
A front lunge. Let's bring a single leg up, zoop, into your lunge position. Check it out, front shin's fairly vertical. I like my back toe tucked because I can create some tension there, but if it's not tucked, it's in that pointed foot directly behind you in a nice straight line. Play within your level hips, hike it, and then pull that hip down. And then hike and pull the hip down. Now let's tilt our tail to the ceiling or spill our punch bowl forward, and then tuck our hips under, squeezing our butt cheek. Repeat again. Tailbone tilts to the ceiling, anterior tilt. Is that right?
That's right.
Tuck under.
It's always tough. Yeah.
Posterior tilt, squeezing your back cheek. Stay in that position. Push the front foot down and start pulling on your floor, but don't go anywhere. Keep extending that back hip. That should create some tension under that front hamstring and into that front hip flexor. Now keep that push down and pull and actually drift with that. When I say drift with that, I want your shoulders over top of your hips and your pelvis coming with you. You're not arching your low back. At your full extent there, relax. Retuck and squeeze. Push down, and now this time, press the floor forward, and that'll push you back up to tall. At that tall point, you're still extending your back hip for 3, 2, gently relax. Bring that leg underneath. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Other knee comes up, woo. Then we hike a hip, and we pull it down. And we hike a hip, and then we pull it down. And then we spill our punch bowl forward or tailbone to the ceiling. Tuck the hips under. Spill the punch forward. Tuck the hips under. Keep that hip tuck under. Squeeze. Extend. Drive down. Pull, don't move. Hold. 3, 2. Now add that gliding motion. Sending yourself forward. Your knee's going to come towards over your toe, but you're still stacked. Noticing it might be different on the side. I'm noticing it's a little harder here. Holding, then relax. Retuck your hip, re-squeeze it. Drive down, press forward to come back to tall. Keep extending your back hip. 3, 2, gently relax. Bring that knee underneath. And I think we're going to stay in this tall position.
Back to the all fours position
All fours.
from the tall kneel. The lumbar spine, stability. That T-spine rib cage, mobility. So, keeping your low back in a nice neutral place and the chin tuck up top. Pull the hands and the knees together. That should create that plank-like tension that this brick house ain't coming down. Relax. That's a lot of work, or it could be, and aim to create intervals of 10 seconds at maximum. First, that preload. So let's pull those knees together, continuing to create that tension into the ground. Then, with those core muscles braced, the sternum, press it forward, creating that extension shape through that upper back. Hold for 1 more second. Stay where you are, but just relax that tension. Repeat 1 or 2 more as you pull the rib cage down just a little bit to engage those abs. And then we're lifting the sternum up right on Lauren. Head checks always. And for 5 more seconds, feel that back bending shape happen from up top and relax. 1 more repetition. The core down low is stabilizing the lumbar spine. The extent of pressing that T-spine, the sternum forward, or that T-spine extension, will probably be smaller than in the yoga cat-cow. Relax. Take your time. Build that resilience and mobility through the T-spine to support your low back. Let's go lunging again. I love that lunge out to the side.
Excellent. First, we must come up to a front lunge, and then we'll take that leg and we'll heel toe it to your open. Remembering your open doesn't have to be 90 degrees. It's somewhat beside you. These hips are still forward. These chests are still forward. And your knee is over top of that ankle and foot. So make sure your foot's in line with your knee. Now, same idea here. We'll hike a hip, and then we'll pull it down. And then we'll tilt our tailbone to the sky, but then we'll tuck it under. And we'll leave it there. So we're all leveled out and we're slightly tucked under. Now, same idea. Drive down with this leg and start pulling the floor towards you. Pull, don't move. Spicy. Good. Now, keep that tension and start drifting knee towards over the toe. As you do that, that back cheek is still squeezed and you're starting to drift over there. Again, that whole body is staying on top of your hips. Now, push down into the floor and start pressing away as you push yourself back to tall, but keep extending this back cheek. For 3, 2, ending up tall, stacked on this side. Heel toe to the front. Zoop, underneath. Other side. Front lunge. Heel toe open. Check it, ankle in line, knee, hips, chest. Good. Hike it. Lower it. Tilt tailbone to the ceiling. Tuck tailbone under. Keep it. Drive it down. Pull. Feel the spice. Little paprika. Hot pepper.
Cayenne.
What do you got? Cayenne in there?
Ooh.
Good. All right. Now squeeze that back cheek. Drive down and start pulling. Feel that work through maybe that other side hip flexor is what I'm feeling this time. As I start drifting the knee towards over the toe, I'm still pressing this hip forward. And once I get to my safe distance, then I'm going to drive down and press away and keep extending that hip as I grow tall, meeting myself stacked and holding for 3, 2, then heel toe the foot to center, bring it underneath, and shake it out.
Shaking it out. We've warmed up those wrists to go into our high plank, like in our press-up or push-ups position. Feel free to modify from the elbow plank if you need. Shake it out in between, and we'll alternate 2 sets between our plank, high plank, and our hip bridge on our backside. So, in that all fours position, my hands are again just under my shoulders, not too wide yet. Screw the hands in, straighten the elbows, pack those shoulders, And then one leg at first extended at the hip, so it's still touching the floor. Maintain this 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 5-point plank here, as we pull the hands to the knees and press that back leg into the floor. The straight leg is extending through the hip, pressing into the floor for 3, 2, and then relax. Flex the knee and hip, pulling the knees underneath, and switch to the other side. Screw in the hands, pack the shoulders, extend the hip to the back. Squeeze your butt cheek as to extend, and then drive that front leg into the ground. Brace, the hands are pulling to the core, the hips are level, and repeat for 2 more seconds. Coast away the tension and relax. One more time, both sides. Extend. Leg out to the back, the hips are level, arms pulling towards those knees. Press the tips of the toes, the balls of the feet, whatever contact's there in the back for 1 more second. And then relax and flex under. And last time, extend the alternate leg, level those hips, create that tension, and pull that toe tip into the ground. I can see Lauren shaking in her periphery. Can't even say that word right now. And then relax, relax, relax. All right, that's our plank version. Lauren, cue us up for that bridge.
From our backside, let's do a nice little flip onto our back, lying down and knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms out to the side. So nice. Gently tuck your chin towards your chest to grow long out that spine. With those planted feet, take your hands and put them on your own butt cheeks. Squeeze your right cheek. Okay, it's working. Squeeze your left cheek. Oh yeah, feels just as good. Now squeeze both cheeks. All right. If one was talking less than the other, that's okay, but tell it to work more. Drive those feet into the floor. Send energy up the backs of the legs, through the hamstrings, into both glutes. Gently roll up by leaving the hips will leave the floor. The low back will leave the floor. The bra line might leave the floor. And we're up in our bridge here. Right now, both glutes are squeezed. All 8 abs are braced, and we're holding for 3, 2. Now, as we come back down, I want your back, think from the top down. So your bra is going to touch first. And then that mid body, your belly button, the backside of your belly button should touch the floor before your tailbone. And then slowly articulate that down. It's a little bit of a reverse cat-cow. Reset, drive the feet in the floor, tuck the chin. Squeeze by pushing down, send energy up into the glutes. Start rolling up again to your high bridge. At the top, check in that your abs are braced and you're not just arching your low back to get that extension. It's coming from your hips. Hold. I like to pull my feet together here for 3, 2, and then again, I'm going to articulate from the top down. Backside of that upper back, through that mid body, belly button, and then bottom. Nice. That was nice.
Yeah. Keeping in the theme with the hip extension, let's keep one leg bent. This will be my right leg bent, and extend the other leg at the knee and the hip slightly wider. Then, if the right knee is bent, take the right hand and place it across the chest. Extend the hip, push through the floor, initiating a roll like our get up. Then pull on that elbow. Here we are. Then our tall sit. From our tall sit, we'll press the leg this way, the hand that way, and bridge in the middle and sweep a leg. Slide a hand up. We've been here already. We'll square up. We've been here already. And now let's stand.
We've been here already.
We've been there. Let's get back down with the same side, same protocol. Leg you can touch would drop to the back. And let's take 5, 4, 3, 2, slow descent to the ground. Then wiggle that leg to the side. We'll add our upper body rotation. Sternum now is lined up with the knee facing the side. Hinge on the hip. Hand to the floor. Load or lean over top to load. And then sweep a leg all the way through to your tall sit. Hello.
Hey there.
Tight quarters here today. And then find the elbow. And then core brace, like you just did in the planks, and return to the floor with control. That was a little crashy. We'll try to refine that the next time. From here, let's just switch those sides. And one more get up all the way back up. This is my left leg bent, left hand across chest. Extend the hip by pressing into the floor and then pulling onto the elbow. From there, we'll get to the tall sit. Push the foot this way. Push the hand that way to lift in the middle. Sweep. Press away. We've been there, check. We've been here, check, check. Now stand up and we'll stay right here. Lauren will demonstrate our hip bars and I will take over for some balances just after. Do you have your balance aid? Do we need to get one from off camera? All good? You
Good.
got it?
It's
All
imaginary.
right. Use it.
Don't be afraid to use one. I used one yesterday when I was doing these myself. Standing tall in the inside leg, meaning the leg closest to your balance aid. Point the other leg to the front. We're gonna do some half circles today. Gently externally rotate open so your inseam faces the ceiling. From here, draw a half circle to the side. Nice, that inseam should still be forward. And then pull it or bring it back to the front. Let's do that again. Inseam still up. Repeat. To the side, opening up, extending those hips, feeling that glute, staying square forward. Pull to the front. One more time. Open up. We'll take it all the way around this time, so gentle internal rotation. Reaching around to the back. Doesn't have to be big out the back. Keep your hips tucked under. Roll over the foot and pull the leg underneath. One time to the back. Reach to the back, extending. Pointing through the foot. Nice straight knee as you start opening up, turning around that corner so that inseam comes forward. Repeating or bringing it all the way back to the front. Neutral leg, so kneecap to the ceiling, and return the leg underneath you, growing tall. Shake it out. Same thing other side. Standing tall on your inside leg. Point to the front. Couple half circles to start. Inseam up. Draw the half circle to the side. Woo. And then pull that leg back to the front. Keep the inseam up. Knees are straight. Repeat again. To the side. Staying square, to the front. One last time, to the side. We'll continue this around the back this time. So now we'll hide that inseam or turn it down. Leg goes around to the back, keeping tight, rolling over the foot and underneath your body. Now to the back for one. Reach long, hip extension out the back, pointed toes. Open up to draw that circle. If you had chalk on the bottom of your toe, it would be a nice half circle here. Beautiful D shape all the way to the front. And then pull the leg underneath to return to tall.
Wiggle, wiggle. Whether it's the rubato wiggles or something a little bit more silly in between. Tension and relaxation and balance. Here we go. We warm with those feet in the warm up. The balance aid at your side if you need. Let's get going on some of our favorite Jane Fonda inspired movements. We'll pull that energy away from the floor and connect the big toe to that medial malleolus or that big ankle knuckle down there. From here, for 3 repetitions, single leg squat. Hips stay over top of those feet, challenging that dorsiflexion at the ankle and knee. Push the hip into extension, hold for 1 second. Slurp up. Repeat 2 more. Knee towards over toe. Hang out in that challenging position. Create awareness and strength. And then extend the hip forward to stand tall. For one last time, we'll press the knee towards over toe. Hold, challenge, talk, and look at that knee position. Let's extend to stand. And then perhaps our first toe balance again. And hold for 3, 2, control down as allowed, as allowed, as allowed. Whew. Calves burn. Challenge that balance. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Pull that energy away from the floor, connecting the toe to that medial malleolus. Then, descending in this squat plie, hips stay over top of the feet. Hold for a second and extend to tall. cramp. Light brace. Repeat 2 more. Knee over toe. Extend that hip through. One last time. Knee over toe. Again, where's that knee hip tracking? Check it out that it's over top of those toes. Extend to tall. And then our balance.
Hey.
And hold for 2, 1. Slow on the down. Are you struggling, challenging with that balance at home? Us too, evidently. It takes so much practice. It's taken 4 years of ballet experience to even be brave enough to share that online. So work on those skills. They come in handy. What time is it, Lauren?
Hip bar time?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, movement clock time.
I'm in for another round of hip bars, but I thought it was that movement clock time, but we can go.
Oh, I get it. What time is it? Movement clock. Good one. All right. Let's start with our regular clock here, and then we might get fancy and add on. First, we'll take our right leg. We'll work the clock all the way around to the back. We'll pick up our left leg on the back and take it back around to the front. With your right leg, peel the heel off the floor, the ball, the toe point, toe ball heel land, back heel heavy, hips and shoulders square forward. Press into the floor forward to come back. Same leg, peel off the floor. Keep the hips forward as you open the leg or the knee. Point, toe ball heel land, press back to center. Lift. This time, hips stay forward. Open the leg all the way to 90 or as close as you can get. Point, toe ball heel land. Press back to center. Peel off the floor. Open to 90, then rotate open to that new corner. Point, toe ball heel land. Press to center. Last one. Peel off the floor. Baby step. Toe ball heel. That right knee bends. The left leg stays straight. And then we press into the floor, flicking underneath. We pick up with the left leg. Peel off the floor backwards. Toe ball heel, baby step. Hips go back. Right knee is straight. Left leg bends. Press through to tall. Flick. Underneath. Peel off the floor. From here, we open the knee first. Then we rotate open. Point. Toe ball heel land. Press center. Peel the foot off the floor. Knee goes side. Point it. Land it. Press it back to center. 2 more. Peel off the floor. Open knee to 45. Point. Toe ball heel land. Press to center. Last time. Peel. Point. Toe ball heel land. And press back through to center.
I like it. Push-ups. But before we do our push-up, let's check in with the shoulder, and particularly the shoulder blade. I'll get a little bit lower. From a position that's comfortable for you, follow along. Place one hand on this pec insertion, or where your shoulder, biceps, pecs, all that stuff meet. From there, extend the elbow and press forward. You could do this right down here. You could do this more or less halfway through that shoulder movement towards flexion overhead. Protract the shoulder. And can you feel a little cavity that sets in here? The pec isn't as active, and the shoulder blade is more likely protracted away from the body. Now retract that shoulder blade, and you're adducted at the shoulder, and maybe that pec space really firmed up. Relax. Same thing on the other side. Hand towards that pec insertion on the front of the shoulder. Then, flexing the arm or bringing that hand forward, protract the shoulder. Feel that slack or that little space in between. Then, retract and firm up that pec that we're nice and supported at the shoulder. Return the arm low. Alternate to the other side. Hand across chest. Now keep that shoulder in or adducted to the body as you go towards this parallel position with the floor. Now retract the shoulder. Pull the elbow towards in line with your spine. Now keep the shoulder blade hugging your midline as you press the hand forward. Avoid feeling that cavity in the front or the slack on the pec. Retract the shoulder. There's probably some wiggle room to shore up. And then one last time on this side, elbow 45 or so degrees towards the body.
Like a push-up.
Like our push-up. And then one last time, keep the shoulder blade hugging in center as we press forward. Retract yet again, and then finish with that arm or palm facing forward. 2 repetitions on the other side. My non-dominant side, a little bit softer, if we will, or less control. Play with both sides to build strength in your push-up. Pack that shoulder, hand out front just like Lauren, and then pull the elbow towards the hip. Then pull the scapula into the body just a little bit extra to shore it up, and then press forward without losing that tension on the pec or the front of the shoulder. Then return the elbow towards the back as we flex it, like our push-up, and then reset the shoulder blade as the maybe statement, and then press forward one last time, amplifying the tension on the front of the shoulder or pec. Retract yet again, and then finish with the palm forward. Lauren warned us, prepared us for 2 versions of that movement clock. So let's do one more of those right now.
We're going to work on our transfers. It's going to be a good time. Start with our lateral transfer. That means pick up the single leg, flicking the toe away. Open, point, toe ball heel land. As we're over here, can you press off that inside leg to push the floor away to a pointed foot? You might have to transfer a little bit, that's okay. Now place your hand on your butt cheek, your own, and start lifting that leg off the floor with your butt cheek activated for 3, 2, toe ball heel land, press into the floor to back to center. Other side, peel the foot, open up, point, toe ball heel land. Push off that foot to point the foot, transfer load. Whoa, that was a little loud, sorry. Butt cheek hold, lift the leg from the cheek. 3, 2, toe ball heel land, press back to center. Let's add on. Peel, open, point, land. Press off to transfer, hold a balance. If that feels good, could you drive into the floor and straighten the knee and hold for 3, 2, knee goes back over the toe, point, the straight leg, toe ball heel to absorb, pressing to center. Other side, lift, open, point, land, press off the floor, feel the cheek if you'd like, transfer that load, drive into the floor to extend. I have a hard time, but try really hard pressing those hips forward, trying not to rotate closed. 3, 2, knee over toe, toe ball heel, press to center. One more time. Peel, open, point, land, press. Maybe you stay there and hold. Straighten the knee. Added bonus, grow up to that balance and hold for 4, 3, 2, controlling the down, knee over toe, accept the floor, press to center. One last one. Peel, open, point, soft land, knee over toe. Press off that back foot, point, extend the knee, grow tall, hold your balance for 4, 3, 2, heel comes down, knee over toe, foot lands, press to center.
We can't do all of that preparation work and not do some push-ups, right? I don't know, I see the chat lighting up here with suggestions
Yeah, it's
to
just
do
saying
push-ups.
like push-up, push-up,
Push-ups,
push-up.
push-ups, push-ups.
We want more push-ups.
So if you're with us, let's do 5 push-ups as a maximum. Go slow, stay strong, and promote full range. If that means that we have to go against the wall and just groove those patterns through the shoulder blades and the fronts, amazing. Countertop, ottoman, firm surfaces are preferred, so stay away from that ottoman or the Chesterfield. Firm surfaces. All right, we're gonna go slow and steady, just like Lauren. Count us up to 5 there, Lauren.
From the knees or from the toes, hips tucked, abs braced, butt squeezed, all those things happen all the time. Pack your shoulders, control down, press away. Control down, like you're pulling yourself down. We're going for 5. If you think 1 or 2 is great for you, do 1 or 2. 2 more, those lats are engaged, the shoulders are stable, just like we practiced in the previous exercise. Press. Come on. Up, down.
We had a couple more things on our menu here today, but we see that it's about that time. I would be up for one more set of weight transfers because I know they're a crowd favorite. Let's just do one more weight transfer.
Great.
And then we'll be
stand up.
all done, unless you want one more set of push-ups.
Well, we might do that after our transfers. I'm going to spice up our transfers a little bit. Same, new angle. Peel the foot off the floor, point out to the front 45, toe ball, heel, land. Press off that back straight leg to find a balance on the front leg. Hold. 3, 2, added bonus, straighten the knee. Hold that balance. 3, 2, knee presses back over the toe ball, heel, back foot. Press forward, back to center. Second side. Peel the foot off the floor, open to 45, point, absorb landing. Press off the back leg, engaging glute to lift it off. Hold. Then press into the floor to grow tall. Hips are forward. 3, 2, knee over toe ball, heel, press. One more time each side. Peel off the floor. Point 45. Land. Push off the back leg, engaging glute. Press into the floor to extend. Added, grow tall. Hold that balance for 4, 3, 2, control the down. Knee over toe first. Toe ball, heel out the back foot. Press to center. Last time. Peel. 45. Toe ball, heel. Press. Engage glute to lift off. Drive down to extend. Grow up to tall. Hold. 4, 3, 2. Control lower on a straight leg. Then knee goes over toe. Press back to center. That was fun.
Love the weight transfers. We know that's a crowd favorite as well.
Push-ups.
Push-ups, push-ups. Hold a high plank if that's where you're at. Go to the wall, regress your skills for progress in your workouts. Lauren, how many push-ups you doing?
5 more push-ups,
All
or
right.
1 to 5. Ready? Up into your plank, squeeze your butt, pull your shoulders down. Control lower, up, 1. Control lower, up, 2. Are your butt's still squeezed? Or is your head still in line with your body? Your hips are still up. Your abs are still braced. I think that's 5.
That's 5.
Knees come down.
Knees down.
Take a second
Shake it out.
to say adieu.
You know it. Thank you again for joining us here today, live on Fridays at 9 a.m. to restore and recharge with body weight exercise. Tomorrow morning, we'll play with our strength and challenge our handstand. Before, we recommend that you check out a pre-recorded version of the morning routine live on Sundays.
Well, pre-recorded.
Oops.
Pre-recorded. Live.
Sounded good until I messed that one up. But you got it. We recognize that there are sometimes delays in the sound, snaps, crackles, and pops. And by consuming some of our pre-recorded content, it will make sure that your experience is smooth, strong, and whatever else you want to add in there. My name's Ian.
I'm Lauren.
Anything else you want to add?
We'll see you soon.
Great. Take care. Stay strong and train soon.
Drink
Goodbye.
water and eat your vegetables. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.